Okay, that's about enough lamenting over my dissatisfaction with certain OBS elements. Hello! Give it a second. There we go. I'm back. The infinitesimally small chance has collapsed upon observation into, hey look, I'm alive. Isn't that fucking wild? Yeah, so, as they are announcing Dawn Trail tomorrow, my growing dread at just how much time I actually have until Dawn Trail comes out has been building. So I am going to be doing my best to stream very, very consistently, okay-ish hours, while not going so long that I burn myself out, which means I'm kind of going to be implementing a goal of 2.5, with a hard cap somewhere around about 3.5. With exceptions for, the side content stuff. Namely, the, Alliance raids and the normal raids. Because those I have a chance to finish big chunks. It's better to finish big chunks. And I don't think I'm going to have much time. At the earliest projected date, I have about 2.5-ish months. At the latest projected date, I have plenty of time. But as I do tend towards pessimism, yeah. So that is the plan. We'll see how it works out. And without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. With any luck, I will get through the first trial. And then a little bit, but no, today I actually have just under 3 hours. All plotted out, yada yada yada. I gotta work today. Sorrow. And then tomorrow, I probably won't be able to stream, and Sunday I definitely won't be able to stream. Zero chance. Not even, unlikely, it is actually impossible. No. How likely is it for me to stream tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is actually reasonably possible, if not fully likely. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Now, since I'm setting some plans up, yeah. Tomorrow's a firm maybe. We'll see. Anyway, without further ado, Arianje, hello. Arentel, might I prevail upon thee to confirm with Seto in private? The task of slaying the Light Warden will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he worrieth most. Tell him that of thy many great deeds, spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. Prithee do as I bade, and speak with Seto in private. I shall turn my thoughts toward other solutions meanwhile. There's something going on here. I wonder what they're queuing for. You have spoken with my brethren. Then you see it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand on us, even once, fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as my brothers and sisters will readily attest. This is something I must do. What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the Fey folk to change, and in order to obtain other relics you will already have paid the due price, not more is owed. Then why would you risk all to face our fallen king? To save the world, or to keep a promise to my friends? I'm going to keep it to keep a promise to my friends. I like that one a bit more. What did you say? The very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but we shall see if you have the strength to do it. Sin-Eaters have been prowling the area of late. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. See that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing to the east. There I will lure out the fiends, that you must slay them. Then you must slay them, I think it was then. Was it that? No, that you may slay them. Ah, I was misreading a word, it was not the one I thought. Big Amuro. Why can't my Amuro be that big? I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Let's go. Ready then? Very well. Only... Okay, there's 4. Almost a fair fight. Oh, no, they're dead. Oh, more. Cool. No, you're not supposed to die after the first combo. It's no fun. Ooh, one more? Damn. Damn. I didn't even upgrade my gear. I still have to like meld like a quarter of my equipment. No, that's not even mentioning augmenting. Jesus fucking Christ. You made short work of those creatures, I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wolkdorf. I muted for that, right? Pretty sure I did. By the ease with which you slew those Sin Eaters, I see you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Aye, why not? But what is it? What you want? This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought Sin Eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Longmere Lake. We Amuro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fwoth, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. As I recall, I was above the waters west of the castle when I dropped the medallion. I wish you luck. I wonder if Riange... Oh, they totally, they moved. People moved. I heard a fearsome roar. Is everything alright? It was me. Riange tells me you've been busy trying to win Seto over, and I agree that you're the best man for the job. A silver tongue can only get you so far. Well, only get one so far. Whatever Seto hath in store for thee, I wish thee Godspeed. I'm willing to bet at least a couple of the... I can't tell... It does! That does resemble an Amaro. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed that before. It only like just occurred to me that... What are you? Oh, it's a fate. I'm good. I'll pass. Appreciate it. I thought they were like nifty side-to-side NPC Fwoth who were following you around or something. What was it talking about? Oh no. Oh, that fucking Amaro bell completely annihilated any thoughts I had in my head. No. Damn it. I'm never gonna get it back. It's unfortunate. I'll like rewatch the VOD 3 years from now when I'm fucking hate myself. Oh yes, okay. I'm willing to bet that, like, at least a couple of the, like, random Amaro around the place have, like, updated dialogue, but, I very simply cannot be asked. I will not do that. As displayed during the Evilise raids, I have limits. There are some dialogue boxes that are simply not worth hunting down. Even though there were a few bits I almost wish I had actually gone through with reading in the on the Prima Vista. Yeah, fuck it, why not? This shouldn't take too long. Got a lot of health. Nope, a Sage has joined the fight. Welcome in, Sage. Appreciate the help. And dead. Oh, he's actually trying to, like, level and shit. Yeah. Here I am, just doing it for... Sorry, doing it for the fucking waltz. No change. Hello, Shadow. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search?
Ah, my medallion! You found it! Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young, in those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy.
Time to start crying.
His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Artbert,
Yep, unironically.
thou sayest.
God damn it. Fucking settle, man.
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear. And so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Artbert was a trusting soul. constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet, in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Don't worry, buddy. I think he knows. I'm sure Ardbert knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due, perhaps, to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so. You are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence.
Okay, in fairness, it has maybe been long enough for someone to have been born who simply inherited Ardbert's soul, right? Of course, I don't actually know how advanced the first concepts of like life, death, and rebirth are, but yeah, like hypothetically speaking, obviously we know that Ardbert's still a ghost walking around, right? But hypothetically speaking, it's probably been long enough since the flood where like Ardbert's soul could have like been born into another body by now.
Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
Those don't look anything like shoes.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
That would be
Something happened
Yulmore?
at Leader Loran.
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg.
Oh, fun.
At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following. Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers. Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
Oh shit! Hey Kai, how's it going? Welcome in, friends. I hope I hope you got many wins in Hades. I hope you beat Theseus and oh no, what can you say? I got it. My brain keeps trying to default to Asterion, but that's just the Baldur's Gate brain rot. Asterius? No. The Minotaur dude, yeah? Oh, yeah, the gun is my favorite weapon in Hades. Because if you get the Hazard Bomb upgrade from the hammer, it does absolutely insane damage at the risk of killing yourself. So yeah, it's great. I really enjoy it. But I haven't played. I played a bit of Hades a couple weeks ago, just for like a lark, because I was looking for fresh shit to do. You know, Hades is amazing. Yeah. You know, Asterius? I'm feeling Asterius. And Theseus is. It's a wall, man. In my opinion, it is maybe a more difficult fight than the actual last boss of the game. Yeah, I could look it up, but I don't feel like it. You know, it's such a wall, man. It's such a wall. I don't think I ever reached a point where I could reliably beat them without needing to use a Undying. Reliably, at any rate. I see. I hope that you have had a good lunch and all that jazz. And I wish you much luck on any future runs. And I recommend the shield, because the shield is a really fun weapon. And if you get the shield and you pair it with the Athena boons, it is maybe one of the most broken things in the game. That is my advice. Yeah, because when you're charging the dash for the shield, you're blocking. You're blocking the entire time that you're charging. You can charge forever. You can sit in a corner and just hold your shield up and just reflect projectiles back at guys. But it like I think melee enemies can still hit you, and you have to still to contend with actually getting the boon. It's also really good against Asterius and Theseus for about that reason. Yeah. It's definitely gun than shield. There's another element that comes in later, but I won't talk about that. But yeah, the shield might be better than the gun once you find the other thing I'm talking about, which you'll get there eventually. But yeah, it's wild. No, I think the first time that I ever beat Asterius and Theseus, I think I used the spear, because the spear's ult is you throw it, right? So I used that to like zone them and then poke the Minotaur whenever he was open. I think it's been like years and years now. You know. Oh, but anyway, I gotta fist fight Ranjit or something.
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Minfilia. You'll only get on
No,
foot.
Thinker. Don't be mean to Minfilia. She doesn't deserve it. Why gotta be so mean?
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
Yeah. Ultimately, though, the best choice is going to be whatever weapon you end up vibing with the most. Whichever one you can kind of mesh with. I don't think any of... I think the weapons are reasonably well balanced. None of them are, like, objectively better all the time, you know? Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time, but I am convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Lahigia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. I could not say these words to Ardbert, but I say them now to you. Go safely. Alright, let's go. Trial time, yeehaw. Oh, I didn't see. Thank you for the follow, Willis. Big appreciate. Yeah. Have good food and good luck with work. I wish you minimal emails and no conflict. The real question is going to be, how long will the queue take? Now, I'm on Aether, reasonably close to peak hours. You probably got gifted a sub if you didn't sub yourself. That's how I get, or got, a lot of my weird emotes. I mean, like, you get raided in one time, or you, like, click on them out of curiosity, sitting there for like 5 seconds and then leave, and now you're, like, permanently on their list of people who can get a gifted sub. There was a time years ago now where I would just leave my phone running 24/7, constantly just following raid chains. So I like every day I'd wake up to like 5 subs I got gifted to people who I've literally never even heard of. But since I've stopped doing that, and since the COVID boom has died down, I very very rarely happens. Every now and again, I'll get stuck in like a raid, and I walk away for a bit, and I'll go, oh, I remember watching this person for 3 seconds 5 months ago. That's right. The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. Duty unlocked. Oh, not yet. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Have a good dinner, Slimger. I wish you well. Yet know this, my adorable sapling, though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as destroyed, to give as much as received. And thank you for the follow as well. Big appreciate. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Hey, Dancing Plague. Uh-oh. How bad is it going to be? I'm guessing it's somewhere in between instant and 5 minutes. Party of other players. Get rid of the roulette. Dancing Plague. Let's go. 6 minutes. I mean, it could be worse. I mean, like, I'm reasonably close to peak hours, so we'll see how it goes. Oh look, I'm here twice. Ooh. Oh man. But I can't wait until I get some more news on when Dawn Trail's coming out. There's so many plans I have that hinge exclusively on something I don't even know when is. And just the clarity of mind that I'll get is gonna be great. I can schedule my time off at work, give them like 3 months advance notice, figure out if I have to cut any content out of the stream plan. I hope not, right? As long as it's like late July to early August, then I should have enough time to do everything on my checklist. Maybe not the stuff on the super side content end of things, but definitely all the main stuff. All the MSQ, all the raid series, all that jazz, yeah? Except for Nier. Nier I'm not doing. Nier's part of the super side content list. I love the raids, but the story has no real impact on the MSQ, and I can't really be asked to spend that kind of time. That, and I'm eternally disappointed by it. It's an unfair thing to be disappointed by, in all fairness. It's what's going to happen if you go in expecting a Nier experience from something that only has 3 raids and a dozen or so quests to convey that. But disappointed, though, I still was. It certainly doesn't help that the narrative implications of Final Fantasy XIV go against a lot of the narrative implications of Nier. They both end at hope, but the way that they get there is as contradictory as you can get, right? Like Nier is a lot about the futility and despair and things decaying over time, how things must come to an end, and how things can continue after that. And while 14, once you get into other arcs, ends up dealing with similar themes, 14 is much more on the indomitable spirit of man end of the spectrum. Been playing a lot of oh no, that's a bad sign. I guess the off tank just really didn't want to put up with Dancing Plague. Let's see how this goes. Shirk. Don't spin. Don't spin. I shirk. There we go. I don't want to fight for aggro here. In fact, I kinda wish this Gunbreaker would provoke to decrease my aggro a little bit. I think the red text here is playing tricks on my eyes, but I swear I keep seeing it flash red. Unironically making me nervous. Yeah, no, it is. Uh-oh. I'm main tank now. Thank you, appreciate it. I tried to give him main tank. I am officially blameless. Right, now the fun's gonna begin. As I don't know, he's got a relic fully upgraded, he probably knows. I have faith in him. Not quite. Damn. Like Sabbath, which I don't actually recall the name of the big ability I'm afraid of from him. Because if he doesn't know to grab the ad, we're gonna be in some shit. I think this is not it. I'm wrong. Maybe they just haven't done it anymore. That's understandable. Oh dear God. We're losing people. I tried. This is still recoverable. He knows, we're good, he knows. Oh my God! Oh, okay, this is fine. This is fine. I just gotta keep an eye on the other healers so they don't die. Oh no, they have free cure. They're free cure spamming. Or they're cure one spamming. What luck. That was a good call. I think we're doing just enough damage where we don't really need to worry about it. As long as we can get past this mechanic, I could hypothetically solo the majority of the rest of the boss. Hypothetically. I'd rather not, but I could hypothetically do it. I understand the reasoning, but flamethrower is not very good. Single target. Oh, that white mage. Oof. You're getting into the end. And it broke. That's still a good sign. On one hand, I really think we're gonna need that LB. On the other hand, oh god, I'm telling him to do it. You don't even have a melee DPS. Oh no. This is gonna be close. We survived. Fucking barely, but we survived. I'm giving TBN to the white mage. Yep. Good call. I was a little late. Thanks a lot. Spatial reasoning good enough. What about here? Nope. Saved it. We're good. Well, I don't get a live to the end. Ouch. But healer needed it more. Nope, didn't dodge it. Damn. I died. Bit of a rocky start, we'll come back. Hey, there we go. Good fight, good song. Big fan of it. Light. Yum. Oh, I didn't time my cue, did I? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness it's nighttime. I was so worried for a second there. Oof.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
I don't think I want it. Appreciate the offer, but
However,
kind of got other shit to do.
should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmeg, Okbra.
I thought the scepter was made of
Shall we
stone.
attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your maw. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
Wait, where's Thancred right now? Hang on. What's he up to? Am I just being blind? I've been blind
What is
before.
this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy. Oh, there's Ellie's there. Ah, there's Thancred. Wondering what he does.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Yo, imagine how much better all these cutscenes are gonna look when they like
Defiance
when the
only
fucking
begets more
graphics upgrade
suffering.
hits.
It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Imagine how funny it's gonna be when only characters like Thancred actually get like Thancred, like main scions get the upgrade. So it's gonna pan over to fucking Thancred, and he's gonna look like way better. And then we'll be on this shot, and it'll be fucking low res as hell Ranjit, because they have no reason to update Ranjit's face model. Oh, that'd be funny as shit. Funny as shit. Well, of course, one can hope they upgrade everything, but you know, at some point it seems a bit unreasonable, right?
The sky!
I think it's all entirely feasible to like they just don't upgrade like any of the current scions because you know.
The warrior of
You know.
darkness has triumphed! General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Who could that be? We don't know of any warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf?
Nope.
I said...
They just made like a tree and left.
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before.
Orwa i Kansas, Orwa i Kinsey.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Well, I mean, they're kind of experiencing the full horror, which is dealing with the Fae. So, holy shit! I never noticed the fucking Amuro's eyes are fucking glowing red. Holy shit! That's fucking terrifying. You ever seen a fucking camel? They're
General,
spooky
they
as
come in
hell.
greater numbers. We must retreat.
These fucking camels got wings. There ain't no running from them.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Ranjit, do you want to be a leaf man? It's starting to sound like you want to be a leaf man.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Fair, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
What about our pact?
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
I was slightly disappointed that the Encyclopedia Eorzea 3 did not have a full dictionary for the Fey language. But I have a sneaking suspicion, based purely on assumption and minor context clues. So I could be very wrong. I have a feeling it's just Welsh. I might be wrong. Hell, I'm probably wrong. But, you know? I'm going to train harder, having seen what you've achieved. It's the least I can do. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a Light Warden while I struggle to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feoul not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Yomorians at bay long enough for you to succeed. But we have earned some good fortune, and while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, I, for one, am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey-folk put the Ilmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead. Nothing new. Nothing new. Too far away. Nothing new. Hello, Thancred. I knew you could do it, and it's not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and has seen us through many a trial. With the Warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of 2 worlds being at stake. And all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Fey-folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful that the city was spared Ylmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. To the Crystarium. I do hope I can reach my goal checkpoint for today. I think it's doable, but I may have forgotten some of the connecting bits. All seems well, thank goodness. Though we've spent much of our time on the road, Raphilia and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. I see nothing out of the ordinary.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
It is voiced, damn it.
Yes. Ylmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Garlean?
You certainly
on the
took
first?
your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink.
Yep. This
And
plan.
adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
He's standing right there. He could say so himself.
As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lahabred did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives.
Actually, billions,
Do you
in
expect us
fact.
to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
So, I'm under the impression, I think I may have mentioned this in like way back in Heaven's Word, but I'm under the impression that that big shadowy cloud they vanish into when they teleport is purely for our benefit and to hide the fact that, like, on the game side of things, they just kind of snap out of existence. Because, like, there's other instances where they teleport where it's not shown, and it just so happens that coincides with when we don't need to have seen them teleport. So I don't know, because like there are plenty of times where it's like they warp into a place, or like people don't react to seeing the massive cloud of shadowy dark. Where'd they go? What? Huh? And it's like they don't acknowledge the weird cloud of darkness. Mind. Top of my head, cannot think of any examples. Maybe I'm full of shit. But, like, besides the one we just kind of saw, where it's, oh, he just reappeared behind us. The sound is almost certainly non-diegetic. The sound is almost certainly just to add context to the weird shadow cloud. Or else it's meant to be so quiet that only the player can hear it due to our existing in the third person. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. So that was an Ascian. Thanker told me about them. That an Ascian of Emmett Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures is most interesting. Finding common ground with an Ascian, my entire being rebels at the very notion. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Arentel. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned the rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Okay. My curiosity is piqued. I am going to check. What happens if I try and go into the... I'm forgetting the name of the room. It begins with an O. Do you have business with Crystal Exarch? Ocular. Nope, only the Exarch's here. Hey, buddy. That your safe and triumphant return should be spoiled by an uninvited guest. But let us not dwell on it here and now. I have the details of your mission from the others. You, meanwhile, should get some rest. I like the thought of that. I appreciate it. Quality stuff. I was half expecting to see at least one or two of the others there, but hey, I'm glad there was anything at all. To the pendants. I don't read gate guards. I'm very sorry. Looks like that was a samurai right around the Rektika stuff, based on the Blue Spirit gear. You made me a sandwich? I wish I could play that short so bad. Benny G is amazing, but there are so few. I can't show any of his things except for like two, because I can't show any of the ones that have anything even remotely to do with a Shadowbringers or later. Because the way that he depicts a certain character is a massive spoiler. And it makes perfect sense. And it's not a problem. But, especially if Kai is going to be, like, in the general vicinity of me being live. Like, oh dear God. Oh.
Still, he's keeping you well fed.
That's like 5 sandwiches, man. Granted, the Warrior of Light is constantly swinging around to like 30-pound slab of metal, so fair enough.
So much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the Flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining.
That would be Illibibus.
Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the Flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
You know what? Fair. Again, I swing around in like 30-pound slab metal all day long. I think it's fair that I can eat like, what, 8 sandwiches? Not me breaking open the VOD just so I can count how many halves were there. It was probably like 4, no, like 3 maybe? Good evening to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Hang on, I just gotta go grab some coffee from the Wending Stairs. I ran past the Aetheryte Shard. There. Do you have... I caught myself. We're good. It's like round about the middle of the tower, then? Not nearly the top. You know what? I bet the cinematic would give me an idea of where on the height of the tower this room is.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Welcome, guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
I don't know, he's got a point.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
A kernel, perhaps.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters.
Hello, Kai. What's up?
I would begin.
What's going on? What did I miss?
You all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
Did like oh,
That
wait.
may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Oof. That's the economy for you. Fuck.
Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a
Were they
systematic
good
survey
at
of
least?
each region.
Were they at
Once we
least
have
good
found our quarry,
tacos?
we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Okay.
Then I would ask that you
4
journey to
I can kinda see.
There you will find your
That's
strength.
like what?
With her assistance, I doubt the warden will
Like,
evade your grasp for
about $3 a taco?
Is he still
Oh
in the
no.
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since you left the forest.
Oh no.
Fear I'm victim. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak.
Are they at least good tacos?
Have you not? Might I trouble you to...
Oh no. The fucking DoorDash guy sitting there like, man, Kai's fucking hungry, isn't she? Oh, that's fun. Don't you just love when you like order something and it arrives like, oh wow, this is like 5 times as much as I wanted. Oh, that's amazing. It reminds me of when I was still in college. I really wanted this tea I like. It's a vanilla chai by Twinnings, I think, or was it Bigelow? Hang on. So that's as a foreshadowing for the story. I still have some boxes. It's Bigelow. Okay. So I go on Amazon and I'm like, oh yeah, I love this tea. I'll just buy a box. Wow, $12 for like a box? That's fucking ridiculous. Amazon's really charging me out the ass. Oh, fine. I got the money. I'll fucking get it. It'll last me a few weeks. It's fine. And I wait and I wait, and the shipping takes forever. It's about like 3-4 days, and it finally arrives. Like, huh? And I go down to the front desk to pick up my package, and they hand me this big ass box, and I'm like, there should just be tea in here. What's going on? So I take the box to my dorm room, fully expecting to have to like send it back or some shit. I didn't get the right thing. It's not actually my tea, or like to like laugh my head off when I open it up. I see like a box with like inches and inches and rolls of those giant airbag things they put in the boxes. And I pop open the box, and what do I find? Is that I ordered like 20. I ordered like a full pallet of this tea. It's been like 3 years. I'm still working through that tea. Oh man, they really gotta label this shit better, man. Oh.
Twould be no trouble.
Yeah, I hope that you enjoy your tacos and the tacos that you'll be having later, and the tacos that you'll still be having after that.
Fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demanded my attention.
Oh fuck yeah! I can play the meme video now.
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict.
The Crystal Exarch joins the fight.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. While, Master Alphinaud, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance? Of course.
Oh, well, it really does capture everything, doesn't it? Oh, I can't toggle sound when I'm in a cutscene. That's unfortunate. How bad is this?
While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Too high-key thick.
We're good now. I'm satisfied. Back to it.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
It occurred to me right after I pulled the video up for like half a second. I thought I was going to spoil something, and I was horrified. But I was way too committed at that point. I'm so glad I didn't. I confess a great deal of my time in Clusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Clusia. There are so many ruins scattered throughout Amarang, I'm honestly not even sure where to start. I should be glad to apprise thee of Yshtola's recent endeavors during our journey to Raktika. Minfilia and I are no strangers to Raktika, but this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. At least I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her. Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings, I believe, may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Raktika, we shall journey onto Fort Job that we might secure this relic. No difference. Oh, he's probably got something new to say. Safe travels, Zarentel. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Y'shtola. I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Yulmoran soldiers return. Even with their limited numbers, the guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field. Thancred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were works of art, I'm told. Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friends. Let us be quick. I'm just going to assume Thancred's also hasn't changed. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testaments to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgurant deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both. Whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Let's see if I can find the stairs faster than it took me the first time. Scratch that, I have NPCs to talk to. Hello, Thancred. Despite their architectural prowess, I can make neither head nor tail of anything in this place. You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous. There's Urianger. 'Twould be most unusual, but mayhap the hall was built below ground. Alright, where's Minfilia? Never mind the gathering log, that doesn't exist. Oh, there she is. I've seen no sign of the church, but it must be around here somewhere. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It is surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction has done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time. The reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence of the dark, and its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola, in her seclusion, doth labour to learn all she may of the Blessed and their past. 'Tis why he sent us here, I now see. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. Oh, I should have talked to people! Shit. Can I leave? Yes, I can leave. We're good. Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar, yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither, then, would they have set the tablet? I can barely see my hand in front of my place, if only that torch were a little closer. Okay, now I can do the funny telescope mode. Oh, I could have just done it through... Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway. Oh, look, a tablet. You have located the time-worn tablet. I didn't even think to look for the fucking... Damn. I cannot believe... Oh. Well, there's always next time. The will not elude me forever. Within the altar, thou sayest? Gotta love having mute on a hotkey so I can actively censor myself. It's really fun. I certainly hope that this is what we were looking for. How are you even able to see it in the dark and inside the altar of all places? So, something to note is, sometimes, and by that I mean oftentimes, when you have, like, look-around scenes like that, there'll be an Easter egg hidden somewhere in your field of view. And that's all I'll say. How are you able to see it in the dark? Ah, I read that, Lamau. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. should we not be going, we have a gift to deliver. Thancred mentioned Y'shtola's passion for learning. I expect the tablet is just the sort of thing she'd like. Oh no, I broke my thing. Hang on a minute, I gotta reload my second screen. I fixed it, we're good. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befoul. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and, in rare cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. With this in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the great wood border. I know I have no reason to, but I can't help feeling nervous about meeting Y'shtola. It will be good to see Y'shtola again. I pray thee heed mine explanation of the Blessed's customs. 'Twould be ill-advised to provoke their ire. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? I'm on business to the Rak'tika Greatwood. Of course, right this way. It's the song!
No matter how far he goes,
it's the song!
Man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Rak'tika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Sidia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly.
Nope.
To accompany you
I don't
is
feel like
taxing
it.
enough.
I wanna.
To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Hang on just a moment. I have a macro just for this. There we go. Just gonna bring this down to about there, I think. Alright, let's continue. Thanker just told me of the Asians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? If he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on, then. What do you wish to know? Ooh, I'm excited. Why choose this form here in the first? Well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was never the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from... he was ever the rash one, La Habrea, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toil it took on him. 'Tis plain our Asian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin-Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the blessed succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin-Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on. The wayward souls, in want of a guiding hand, for a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort Gone. Man, the music's not quite what I remember it being. Huh. Anyway. I think it's actually this one to fix it. There we go. Urianger said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here. We both know how Urianger enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he did not exaggerate about this place. Stop! Thank you. Well, where is this friend of yours we've come to meet?
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now! Surround them!
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Kupo?
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Maybe not the best choice of words, Sankrid. Pretty sure they can hear you.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
Extremely iconic line. I love that line. I use that line semi-frequently, IRL, not even lying.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
See? I guess, like, he disappeared either way. I think it's the way, it's the, like, nonchalance of the way that they say that makes me think that, like, they can't see the big puff of darkness that comes along with it.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya!
Hello, Yashola. Long time no see. Been, what, a few years for you?
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin Eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company, the one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Ahoy. It's been too long, clearly.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Do they mention in that cutscene that the Hrothgar here are called Ronso? I had actually forgotten, but that is the big checkpoint I wanted to reach, was that cutscene, and here we are. So, I'm going to be wrapping up here. I want to thank Evan for stopping by, who did. I want to once again thank Kai for our rating. I really appreciate you sharing your community with my little project over here. And I do look forward to being able to listen in when you go through what may be the single best voice acted cutscene in this entire game. But I want to thank everyone for stopping by who did, everyone for chatting who did. I really appreciate anyone who gives me the time of day. And until I stream again, have a good one all.